Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home. Welcome to Meal Prep Thursday. If you're new here, just joining us, be sure to drop your name in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. We are here live every Monday and Thursday night. Monday nights we do traditional cooking in the kitchen, and on Thursday nights I show you how to be a cooking meal prep rock star. If you're not familiar with The Buttered Home, we have a membership group, and the link is in the description of this video if it's something you're interested in. For $9.99 a month, you can join with a whole lot of other great busy gals and get recipes, like a whole month's worth at a time that you can prep. And it's a lot of stuff that really makes your cooking life a lot easier. So what we like to do on Thursday nights is highlight some meals that we have featured in the past in the BGCC and show you how to take those and prep or cook them. If you need to cook them right then, like I'm gonna do tonight, you can. And this recipe that we're doing tonight is one that you traditionally do on top of the stove. I thought it would be kind of cool to mix it up with some different spices and to show how you can do it under the broiler in just a few minutes. Now, we won't go that far and you'll see it all, but I'll snap a picture when it's done and post it in the comments of this thread. So tonight we're doing garlic butter steak bites. It's just me and the hubs tonight, so I'm cooking for two and hopefully have a few leftovers too. So this meal ended up costing me probably about, for two of us, and he laughed when I said have some leftovers. Just full disclosure in case you might have heard that off camera. But this meal probably cost me around 12 bucks. Now I challenge you to go out to eat, even for just two people, and have steak and vegetables, everything you need, in one pan for less than $12. That's $6 a person. So another great thing about the BGCC is that by giving you these recipes every month, it helps you be a smart shopper, because we also give you grocery list, and you can buy for the week, you can buy for 2 weeks, or you can buy for the whole month if you want to, and meal prep in advance. And so that's kind of what we would like to feature on Thursday nights, is how to just rock the whole kitchen thing and have some really easy meals and have them even prepped and ready in the freezer for you to take out the night before and thaw in the refrigerator so that you can cook quick, fast, and easy. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna move my camera and show you guys what I have for you tonight. Really simple, but really, really good. So let's move my camera, and you'll see here I have probably about 1.5 pounds of just regular New York strip steak. It was on sale. That's another thing too. You can find whatever good cut of beef that you like and cut it into these bite-sized pieces. So the first thing I'm gonna do, just so that we make sure that our meat gets seasoned really well, is I'm just gonna sprinkle a little salt on that and a little cracked black pepper and a little red pepper, just a little. We like a little heat in our food, so we're gonna add that, and just a smidge of chili powder. And now, like I said, this is a variation of a recipe that we shared in the BGCC, but all of our recipes, you can take and change them and have more than one type of meal. These would also be good over pasta. This would also be good over rice in a wrap. There's all different kind of things you can do with this. So this helps give you some cooking inspiration as well. Now what we have here is I have a couple of zucchini squash that I have cut up into bite-sized pieces, some red and yellow bell pepper, and of course some onion that I've chopped up in here. So we've got these chopped up, and I'm just gonna kind of mix those up with my hand. And then one thing I wanted to share with you, in the BGCC, we also teach you a little bit about meal prep too. So what I did is I had this large pack of bell peppers, and I also have bell peppers growing in my garden. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to buy more than I actually need. Now, that can be wasteful if you don't use it. So what I suggest to you do with things like bell peppers is you go ahead and cut up all your bell peppers into these nice bite-sized pieces, or you can cut them up into strips, because that way you can use them for several different types of recipes. And then you take out what you need, and then the rest goes in a freezer bag. And these can actually be stored in the freezer, and you can get out a handful or you can get out a whole lot, and you can have them for other recipes. Waste not, want not. So now you have extra bell pepper on hand, and I just seal that up nice and easy. And usually I'll label it and date it, but honestly I go through these pretty fast. I also meal prep for my work lunches, so these don't typically last very long in my freezer. But they freeze so nice and good that even if they kind of clump up in the freezer, they're easy to break apart, and you can get out just what you need. So those are the types of things that we teach you, is how to be a smart shopper and how to save money by buying in bulk. So we have our steak and we have our vegetables, and I'm going to put a little bit of the same seasoning on the vegetables that I did the steak. And the reason why I did the steak first is because I want that stuff to just kind of sit on it, and I want it to just kind of get into the steak really well. Of course, you can put it all in the same bowl and you can season it, that's fine too. But this just for me is a little bit easier, because I really want my steak to get the majority of what I am putting on everything. So we're just going to add a little bit of the same spices. And now if you want this recipe in its entirety, you can get it also at the Busy Gals Cooking Club. So if you think that this is something that you would really like to have, then you can join the BGCC. Like I said, it's $9.99 a month. And for that, we give you typically on average about 3 recipes a week. And also you get bonus recipes. You also get cheat sheets that teach you how to do conversions from the oven to the stove, from the Instant Pot to the crock pot. We also cook live in there from time to time, and we have a really good time. And we love the girl thing of showing pictures of our food in there. All right, so now I've got that good and mixed up, and I'm going to add in my steak. And we're just gonna mix that up as well. And you know me, I'm gonna flip some out. Luckily it was just an onion, not a piece of steak. That would have been a sad day. And then the magic. Here comes the magic. We're gonna put in 2 fats in this. Now you already have the fat in the steak, but this is a really lean cut of steak, so there's not a lot of fat on it. So fat equals flavor, right? So we're gonna put in a little bit of olive oil, and we don't use much because olive oil does not have a high smoke point. But luckily, this won't take that long to cook, so we're using olive oil for the flavor. Here, what I have is nice melted butter. And if you see in there, there is garlic, minced garlic in there. And when prepping, whenever I was prepping my vegetables, I melted my butter and I put that minced garlic in here just so that it could kind of infuse the butter with the garlic flavor. And that literally was taking a spoon, getting my minced garlic out of my jar. Oh, I'm almost out. I need to go to Costco and get some more. Dump it in here and just let it sit. So now what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna stir that just a little bit to get that garlic moved around, and then we're gonna pour that directly over our meat and our steak, our meat and our vegetables. And then I'm gonna give that just a little toss. And now you can cook this on high heat, like 425 or 450, But because Big D likes his steak a little rare, I'm actually going to cook this under the broiler. So it'll only take probably about maybe 5 minutes, and then I'll stir it, and then 5 to 10 minutes more, and then it'll be ready. The vegetables I've cut in small enough pieces that they will still be kind of snappy, but they'll be charred and good. And all we do is we transfer this to a lightly greased sheet pan. And like I said, this recipe is so versatile. You can do this on the grill, in a grill pan. You can do this in a cast iron skillet on your stove, or you can do it like I'm doing it in the oven under the broiler or just on high heat. Now you want to spread everything out to get it as close to a single layer as you can. And then there you go. In about 10 to 15 minutes, supper will be ready. And it's just that simple. Now, on Monday nights, if you join us, we're on a little bit longer and you'll always see the finished product. But on Thursday nights, we focus on meal prep, so the meal is prepped. Now, if you want more recipes like this, all you have to do is follow the link in the description of this video and join the Busy Gals Cooking Club. And the great thing about it, I think, is that we're not just feeding you a recipe. We're a fellowship of women, like-minded women who are busy. We have people in there with large families. We have people in there with empty nests, just 2 people in the family. All of the recipes can be modified to feed more or less. So that is one of the great things. And also, it gives you tools for your tool belt on what to do. It gives you a recipe, but it's up to you really what you make of it. So I like to think that the BGCC is cooking inspiration more than anything else, because you can take all of our recipes and you can modify them to make them your own. So if you think that that's for you, follow the link in the description. We would love to have you there, and it's $9.99 a month. I mean, I think I threw away $9.99 today at lunch. Probably more. Either way, we hope you enjoy being here with us on Monday nights and Thursday nights. May is officially over tomorrow. So for all of you Buttered Home regulars who are here on Monday nights, y'all, I'm so excited. It's been hot as you know what here. So we have a lot of really nice, cool desserts in store for you for the whole month of June. So be with us here on Monday night at 7:30 as we start our month of cool desserts in June with a very decadent but very, very easy dessert that you can whip up and have relatively easy anytime you need it, or in a pinch, or you can plan to have them. So we hope you'll be here with us on Monday night as well. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you're out playing in the sun this weekend, always be careful, and we hope you'll join us again on Monday night. From the Buttered Home to your home. Good night.